The middle schoolers at Principia have the opportunity of going on a trip pretty much the second week after spring break.
Sixth grade travels to Boston, and the seventh grade goes to New York City, and the eighth grade goes to Costa Rica. And each of those trips have a very specific focus. The sixth grade, it's social studies and early American history. The seventh graders was a culmination of architecture and art. And then the eighth grade trip is about experiencing ecosystems that they had been studying. The New York trip has a pretty tremendous impact on the entire school year until the kids leave to go on their trip in April. And the students actually went through a process of being able to learn about important historical locations in Lower Manhattan, as well as the focus of immigration.
We studied events outside of the US that would either draw people into America or their home countries would push them into America. We built a scale model of Manhattan, New York.
We each had 3 buildings and we got to create speeches for them and kind of learn a bit about our buildings and then share them with the class. And we had a small United Nations lesson about what they do, so we had a little bit of background before we went there too.
Whenever you take students to a new place, there's always this level of enthusiasm and energy. The kinds of questions that they were asking the tour guides, that these kids were invested in what they were learning and what they were watching. And what they've done with that is they've brought that level of engagement and interest back into the classrooms here, because they can remember being there and tangibly connect what they've learned there and bringing it back into their classrooms here. So they've continued with that level of enthusiasm and that continued level of engagement for the newfound information that they received in New York.